Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year, everybody. Can we get a hallelujah for a new, fresh start year? Is it really going to be any different than the last 2 years? Probably not. Probably not. But we could hope, right? We could hope. But anyways, if you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. We do a lot of fun, bold, colorful makeup looks on this channel. So if that is your type of vibe, then come join the fam. It's a cool place to be. You won't regret it. But anyways, this is the look that I created. I said in the end of this video, but I'll say it again here. The reason I did like a bluey type of vibe is because I'm so sick of seeing like the black and the silver New Year's Eve type of makeup looks. I feel like everyone does black and silver. Like, yeah, I get it. It's like the New Year's colors, but like, come on, switch it up. But anyways, this is the look that we did. I think it's really pretty. I love it. I love the way it came out. I'm really irritated at my lighting system right now. I don't know what's going on with it. It's really cloudy outside, and I said in my last video that I film in front of my window, but I actually have my lights on today, and it still just looks so dark, and it's not doing my makeup any justice. It's really bumming me out, but hopefully it still looks good on camera and it's still coming across as pretty on camera as it is in person. So with that being said, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm not gonna say anything else. So if you guys wanna see how I got this sexy New Year's Eve makeup look, then go ahead and just keep on watching. All right, so of course, Revlon Candid. And I'm literally scraping the bottom for product. That's how like out it is. And if the lighting is weird in this video, I'm working against the sun again. I need to switch up my setup because I do have curtains on my windows, but they're sheer. And right now it's like in and out of cloudiness. And I feel like it's just throwing everything off. And it's kind of driving me insane. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do as soon as I can find my brush. Hello! I'm gonna take this Beauty Creations Color Base Primer. This is the black one in the shade Blackout. I'm just taking the like tiniest bit, like little itty bitty bit right there. This is gonna get lined right in here. I'm just using this as a sticky base to put my next shadow onto. So you could use whatever. You don't have to use something like this. You could use eyeliner, or you could even use gel liner. Then I'm going into, oh my god, I almost hit myself in the face. I'm going in with my Sample Beauty Painter's palette, and I'm gonna take the shade Alex right here to put on top of that and kind of like blend it out. And then I'm gonna go in with the shade 1999 right here. That's gonna be like another blendy outer shade. But just for the sake of having to like hold up the palette each time, I figured that would just be easier. So first we're gonna go with Alex, and I'm taking like a really small like bullet brush. And I'm just packing that on top of that black paint. And then once I know that it's all covered, then that's when I'll start to blend. Because I don't want to smudge the black around, so it's really important to make sure that you have it completely set. This part also doesn't have to be like super precise or anything. It can be messy. But I'm going a little bit above my natural crease. And then when I get to the end, I'm just gonna like start to pull that shape out. Okay, so then you're gonna be left with something like this. Then I'm gonna dip into that 1999 shade and just kind of go over what I just did. So right now I'm really just packing on that color, trying to get the pigment down. And then I will pull this color out as well. So once the pigment is where I want it to be, I'm just gonna take whatever's left over on my brush and go around the edges at the very top and start to buff that color out. Also, notice I'm not taking it all the way into my inner corner. I want the inner corner to stay light, so avoid the inner corner if you want your lightest shade to pop. So now I'm going to dip into the Michaela Glam Light palette. I know that I used this a couple of times already, but I'm kind of like growing to love it like over again. So I really wanted to play with some of these shades. So I'm going to take this shade right here. This is called Freetown. And then this is going to be our last blending shade. And we are just going to blow this out of the water, okay? So most of the pigment is going to stay like here, but then once you start running out, I'm going to like blend it up closer to your brow. Not all the way, but just closer. To where there's almost like no brow bone space left. That's what you want. So once you get your basic shape down, your shadows all pretty much blended, this is when you're going to want to go back in with those same shadows and just redefine everything. I say that every time. So I'm just going to do this super quick. I'm going to go in with the shade Audrey right here. This is my favorite shadow in this entire palette. It is the coolest shadow ever. So I'm going to take that on my finger and I'm going to lightly start to put that in the center of my lid. I'm not taking it all the way in and not all the way out, just right in the center. And then with whatever's left over, I'm going to dab it on the top area right here. Oh God, isn't that the freaking coolest shade? I'm obsessed. Then I'm going to switch to a brush and I'm going to go in with this shade right here. This is called Naz. And this is going to be our inner corner shade. Oh, so cool. And then with whatever's left over again, I'm just going to tap it up here, fade it in. So at first I just left it like that. I didn't add anything else, but then I decided to. So I'm going to go in with two of my Urban Decay Heavy Metal glitters. I'm first going to take the shade Party Monster, and then I'm going to go in with the shade Distortion. So first up is Party Monster. And I'm literally taking just the tiniest bit, rubbing the excess on my hand, and then with whatever's left over on my finger, just lightly tapping it all around that center. I wanted to give this a little bit more of a pop, and I figured this was what was calling my name. Stunning! I really hope you can see it on camera. My lighting is just so off right now. Stupid weather. Okay, so then I'm gonna go in with Distortion, and the same thing, just using the tiniest amount on my pinky, and this is just gonna get put right on the inner corner. Oop, that was a little too much. Guess we just have to add more to the other side now. I really do love these glitter gels. The only thing I hate is they're such a pain in the ass to take off. Like such a pain in the ass. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the under eye on camera. I went ahead and just cleaned it up and then added some concealer down there. So then all we're gonna do is I'm just gonna take the black from the Painter's palette, and then I'm gonna go in with 1999, and then I'm gonna take Freetown from the Michaela palette and just blend that all out. So first I'm gonna do the black, and I'm making sure that it's lining up with the top part of the wing, and I'm gonna drag that about half of the way into my inner corner. Back in with 1999. Again, just matching it up with the top part. Then going in with Freetown, I'm just going to blend those edges. So right now we look a little crazy, right? We look like a little bit of a raccoon over here. That's okay, it's okay. So for the inner corner, I didn't want to do like blue, I didn't want to do a purple, I didn't want to do like something kind of boring, you know. So I went in with the shade Stunnin' right here. It's like a greeny, limey shade. I thought it was cool. I was going to add something different. And I just popped that right on this inner corner. Like, I feel like it just like draws the attention in. I really like it. So that is pretty much the eye look done. I just have to add some lashes and probably some liner. I'm going to do that really quick off camera, and then I will come back and I guess I'll do my base on camera today. Even though you guys are going to be disappointed because there's nothing new, but I figured I would just do it. So, be right back. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and do my base. I'm very unhappy with my whole lighting system right now. So if things look terrible, I'm sorry. Okay, so since this is a New Year's glam, I figured we need to have like the perfect skin, right? This is the best primer I've ever had in my entire life. This is the number 7 Airbrush Away Tinted Skin Perfector. I really don't know if it's a primer or like, I don't know. But I love this. It really blurs the pores. It definitely feels like Benefit Porefessional, but this actually does something. Like, I feel like the Benefit one does absolutely nothing that benefits me. But this one really blurs and fills in fine lines. I'm obsessed. I used this on my wedding day, actually. That's how much faith I had in it. So for foundation, I'm going to end up mixing 2 of them. I'm going to use my Huda Beauty one in Shortbread and my LA Girl Pro Coverage in, what shade are you? Fair. So this one is like way too light. This one is actually kind of dark for me. This is too dry. This is too luminous. So I'm going to mix them up. The Huda Beauty foundation is actually so good. It's very, very full coverage, but very, very dry. The only thing I hate about doing my eyes first is having to be careful going around it. But I'd rather have to be careful than have to redo it, you know? Baby, thinking of you keeps me up all night. When I was doing my eyelashes, I was listening to freaking Candy by Mandy Moore. Do you guys remember that song? I'm craving for it, I'm craving. Oh, you know, I don't care though. That song was a freaking bop. If you haven't listened to it in a long time, highly recommend. It still hits the same way. And then for concealer, I'm going to go in with my Ordinary one. This one is in the shade 1.2 light with yellow undertones, I guess. Yeah, it pretty much just looks like my skin. That's okay. So for bronzer, is anybody surprised that I'm using my Soul one? Like, this is one of the best freaking bronzers I've ever used. Did I say primer? I don't know. I'll have to look back. So she's just gonna get tucked right up in here. And remember, it's New Year's. Go ham. The darker the makeup, the sparklier the makeup, the sexier you will feel. I'll even put a little bit on my nose, which I like never do. And then I'm just gonna blend that out with my sponge. So what's everybody's New Year's plans? I mean, by the time this video goes up, it'll probably be exactly New Year's Eve, but what's the hot gossip? What are you guys doing? We're too, like, young. I mean, we're too young to go out. We're too old to, like, go out. We can't hang anymore. Like, 10 o'clock rolls around and we're like, let's go home. Just sticking it to the cream product vibe, because why not? I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Putty Blush. This one, I believe, is Turks and Caicos. It doesn't, yes, it does. Turks and Caicos. I was right. I love these little e.l.f. blushes. They're so cute and effective. Oh, my battery's dying. What else is new? Okay, I'm gonna go off camera and switch my battery, but I'm gonna set my face with all my powders. I'm not using anything new, so I'll do that off camera. And then we'll come back and finish up the rest of the look. Okay, so my face is all set, and I actually highlighted with my Coty Airspun loose highlighter. When's the last time you've seen me use this on my channel? It's been a minute. But I kind of want to add like a little extra pizzazz to like the tops of my cheeks. It's New Year's, why not? I'm going to take the Jaclyn highlight, the Beeman one, an extra. And I'm just going to like add a little extra right there. Oh. What was that? Okay, we're just gonna add a little extra everywhere. Okay, let's see. What kind of lip should I do? I'm feeling a nude because I feel like this eye look is so dramatic. Okay, I think I figured it out. So I'm gonna line my lips with Morphe lip liner in Love Bite. Yes? Okay. Then I'm going to go in with the KKW One Nude lipstick. Mine is like all melty and broken and I don't know why. Have to be very careful. These lipsticks are super creamy. And then I'm going to top that off with the Michaela gloss. I don't know which one this is. This is not the one that I wanted. This is just like the nude colored one. Ooh, I like that lip combo. I sure do. Oh my god, do I have Kim K lips? No. No. So this is the finished look. What do you guys think? I like it. It's definitely a different take on a New Year's style look. Most people stick to like black and silver. I've done black and silver on my channel for a New Year's look, I believe. I think so. But I just wanted to do something different. Spice it up a little bit. Change it up. I don't know, just play around. It's still very bold and dark and sexy, and I like it. I think it's really pretty. But yeah, that's basically it. I'm not going to sit here and talk your guys' ear off. So as always, if you guys like me, you like my makeup, you like my content, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Follow me on my Instagram. I will put that up on the screen. I always hate myself when I say that in editing because I hate putting it up on the screen. But I will. It's easier to find instead of going to the description box, which by the way, it is always down in the description box. So if you miss it on screen, you can find it there. But yeah, that's it. I have nothing else to say except I love you guys. I hope you guys have a great New Year's. Stay safe out there, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.